Evolution is real. And if there is this constant, I don't know, but it's visible. Like you can measure it in certain animals.
You can measure adaptation.
Yeah.
But there's no evidence that in fact, I think we've kind of given up on the idea of evolution. The theory of evolution as articulated by Darwin is like kind of not true. Right?
In what sense?
Well, in the most basic sense, the idea that, all life emerged from a single cell organism and over time, and there would be a fossil record of that, and there's not.
This is what our world is. This is what our species is. Two men who have massive audiences and are worth hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars having one of the dumbest conversations that I've ever heard in my life. So Tucker Carlson, who in the waning days of his Fox News show was clearly trying to get a little bit of that Alex Jones pizzazz in his show, is now maybe dumber and more conspiratorial than the leader of InfoWars actually is. So he's talking about how there is no evidence of evolution, and he obviously is a scientist of evolution. He's done the studies, he's done his research. He's not just mouthing off about stuff that he doesn't understand to appeal to the most gullible people on the internet. But yeah, he's sure of it, he's sure of it. I mean, you can talk to a scientist if you want. They might show you things like this fossil, by the way, it's 3.5 billion years old. It's of a single-celled organism. And you can literally go back through the layers of Earth and see the increasing complexity and diversification of life forms. But I'm not a scientist of evolution, by the way. I just want to be clear that you can, in theory, ask questions that are not just purely rhetorical to the host of podcasts. You can ask a serious question so that you could learn something. That's what a grown man could do, Tucker Carlson. But anyway, I play that, Brian, because I don't know what memory you have of what Tucker Carlson has been at various points in his career, but I think this is the perfect representation of what he is today. And I love that he has descended to these depths, but what do you make of it?
I think that you have to think of it this way. Let's say that Tucker Carlson is right. Let's say he is the only person on the entire planet. This former basic cable tier 3 celebrity from Fox News, who is now on Twitter or X or whatever, he's the only one who's correct. Let's say millions of other scholars who've studied this for a long, long time, they're wrong. They're all wrong. He's right. I think it's wonderful that a clown like him can come out of Fox News and be one of the most preeminent scholars on de-evolution. I think it's wonderful. That's America, people. If you set your sights to it, you can be anything you want. And this is what he wants to be. A guy who disagrees with every scholar out there because they're just wrong. They're just wrong. Yeah, isn't that amazing? God, I didn't know. He's the only expert out there. Who knows? I'm burning all of my books on evolution right now in the backyard.
It probably is a good idea to get out in front of some laws that might have criminalized them anyway. But yeah, I hate that there are financial incentives that would cause a person to do what he is doing with his career. I hate not just this version of him, but all of the different versions of him. He has always been a person who cares about chasing an audience, chasing money. He's not alone in that. But the ridiculous positions he's willing to take or pretend to have in pursuit of that money and pursuit of that audience, it bothers me so much that those incentives actually exist out there, because I think that we deserve better as a species, as a civilization, and as a world. Members make a difference here at TYT. You help make the show happen, and we see you in the chat with your loyalty badge. Click the join button to become a member today.